Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I am in Pentwater, Michigan, and I will try to make a little video with some topics. I know the wind blows like crazy, but I will try to hide from it. So I'll try to cover a few topics and tell you about my latest trip to Romania for about 2 months. So this is a little town in Michigan, northwest of Michigan, or in Michigan, northwestern part of Michigan, about 30 miles south of Ludington. So this is Pentwater, beautiful Lake Michigan over there. And as I said, the wind is gonna blow up a lot of sound here. Beautiful, clean water, islands in the back. Here this is the beach, and here is, over there, there is a camping site. I'm just going to walk towards the Pentwater River, which is that way, around obviously into the Lake Michigan. So beautiful sand, clean, fine sand, beautiful water, not too many people on the beach. It is Sunday late afternoon, which means a lot of people left already for work for Monday. There's a little children playground, and here is where you can just drop off your things, come with a car around that little circle. You drop your things, civilized, and you walk on the beach. Now, from here on, the beach is for people with dogs. I personally disagree with people with bringing their dogs on the beach, as long as they clean. That's the only thing. I like dogs, I like animals in general, but there are certain things where not everyone wants, you know, animals around. And I really don't want to swim, which I usually swim, and how I swim, I just go straight back there. That's how I go, and then these guys call the police, and it shows up through this channel and escorts me to the shore, if they escort me to the shore, or they just stay in a boat with me until I'm done swimming, because that's a lot of boats usually during the daytime. Now, not too many today because it's windy, and a lot of smaller boats like the one I'm going to show you in a second are having a hard time on the beach. It's one that comes on the channel over there. Now that is going to have a hard time because of the waves. So this is a channel where I sometimes fish for bass from the pier over there. This is one of my 3 favorite places in Michigan. Why is that? Because there's no people like me here. Some people might understand exactly what I'm talking about. And city people. Why? Because it is far from bigger cities. So the people who might not know how to behave are too lazy and maybe too poor to come here. Not too poor because they don't have the money, but I think it's just too much work to do that. Therefore, people like that are not coming here. That's why you have clean things. This is America that I know and I want and I like. Pentwater, Michigan. That's one of them. And there's 2 more. I will disclose to you the 2 as I will make more videos probably this summer. Now, this is the channel of Pentwater River. Flows into the Lake Michigan. I'm going to walk through this little pier, if you want to call it, this little path. And the seat is a lake over there, Pentwater Lake. It's an inland lake. And over there now we're covered, protected from wind. I like my hair. Me neither, I don't care. I'm gonna have a haircut on Tuesday. My barber is closed on Monday. Anyway, so here are some little, it's a little lake over there, Pentwater Lake. And there's the Pentwater Village. I will tell you how I got to this village. A long time ago, when I worked whatever was possible, I had a how should I put it, an assignment in this little village. So I came here with the assignment, and I fell in love with what I saw, and then I came with personal, you know, family and all that, and since then this is one of my main bases. So here are little shacks. You just walk here, go on the beach, or here on the channel where you can fish. Obviously you rent, these are for rent. I think that one was for sale last year. I think it was about $700,000 if I remember correctly. These are little houses that you can rent for a weekend or longer, it depends. There is a beautiful park where you can also park and barbecue and do whatever you want over there. I mean, you know what I mean. If someone is fishing, one over here, one over here, good luck to them. I caught a lot of bass along this channel right here. All right, so here is the little park I was talking about. You got over there some barbecue grills, beautiful, civilized and clean. Everything is clean, clean. What's so hard? What's so hard, my, you know what I mean? All right, so as I'm gonna walk this way, I'm gonna reach the end of this little walk, and then I'm gonna try to go around and go to the city, to a little village, not city, it's a village. Again, this is beautiful park here. Well, my trip to Romania, or maybe let me just read a few of the topics that I'm going to try to discuss in this video. I got another phone here, bear with me. Oh, only right now I see I'm, well, it's my first time outside this summer like this, so bear with me. I promise I will do better in the future. So, what do we have? One is Lithuanian parliament wants to be able to use cluster munition. So Lithuanian parliament wants to be bombed also with cluster munition because they think they will be only at the, is that a trike? Should be, oh, it's an airplane very high up. No, this is what I was talking about. You see that shed over here? That's shed, right there. You see that shed? Now that's why I don't like owners with dogs. That's all this shit right there. Now, if you think that that's a stray dog, no. It's just a human being who did not clean after her dog. Be inclusive, right? So this is from New Voice of Ukraine. It says, Lithuania parliament backs withdrawal from cluster munition convention. Good job. The Russians will queue up. And then you're going to all cry, oh my God, the Russians did it. You know how it works, right? If you don't, just wait and you'll see. Another, all right, another subject here. If I can find it. This is not my phone, obviously. And as always, it's hard to photos. All right. Find it. All right, I can't believe it's you can tell who owns this phone. Really, you want to do things and you can't because that's the way it goes with these people. But it's not my phone, so I have to bear with it. Here is a boat I was talking about. Beautiful. All right, and I finally found it. Next one, Israeli parliament approves resolution against establishing Palestinian state. They will never have a two-state solution as long as Israel is as it is and it has what it has in the Western countries. Never. Never. Because, you know, that's the reality, and I like it when they are like this, when they tell the truth. Another one, it says, after spurning China for years, Brazil reveals plans to join Belt and Road Initiative. So they will join something that they were supposed to join for a while, and here are beautiful houses, again for rent. And they will join that beautiful Road and Belt initiative, which means BRICS, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and this one are the foundations, the rocks on which the second club, the Club of the Good, as I call it, is formed. Next one. Poland urges European Union to strengthen ties with US to counter Russian disinformation. So what they say, the Poles, they want the media to work somehow in the United States of America in order to create this illusion of friendship between European Union and United States of America, which is actually United States of America owning the European Union. And they, I thought that mass media is free and they can write whatever they feel like. But no, the Poles seem to know that it's controlled, the mass media. They want the European mass media to penetrate the American market and promote this friendship. So you see, this is the free mass media. This is how news are working. But it's okay, that's called something, promoting some interest. Again, Canada screwed itself again, not a big surprise. They got appointed a woman in charge of their military. And they call it the first, and that's fantastic, and so on. I personally don't care who is in charge of my military. If it's a woman, a midget, a giant, a cyclop, or whatever, or I don't care about their sexual orientation whatsoever. These are unimportant qualities, or not even qualities, traits. I care only that that people is the best at their job. That's all. That's all. But hey, that's the first. They're celebrating. That means Canada is again continuing to screw itself. Now here they show you a few. You can read along this little thing. Walk. You can read about this little pier. Beautiful, right there. Sailboat. Let me see if I can go back so you can see it in its entirety. It goes towards the Lake Pentwater, and the city is around the north part of the lake. Next one. Russia scrambles fighters jets to ward off US bombers over Barents Sea. So they are obviously scrambling some Suhois and MiGs. Suhoi, I think it was Suhoi 27 and MiG 31. I read this, just the first paragraph. And this is the end of this walk. And we're gonna go that way. We're gonna go around, and I'm going to go towards the city. And I'm gonna walk through the only important, how do you call it, road, street in the city where people buy ice cream, buy all kind of, you know, summer things, and restaurants with live music. And here is, again, they show you how this is structured, the city, the lake here, and I'm right here at the end of this. I'm gonna go around there in the city. All right, what else we have here? My trip to Romania. And thank God I'm back in this country. I don't regret 1 second leaving Romania and coming here. One. I never regretted coming, but I lost a few things while moving to the United States of America. And that was a very, very, not promising, because I was on top, Kyokushin Karate career, where I was the national champion, represented Romania to 3 European championships. I was also training. I was an international referee. I was involved. I was about to go to Japan. So I was very well connected with the big shots in Europe, something that these guys in the garbage Romanian Karate Federation did not like a bit. Why? Because they are Romanians. That's enough said. So when I left, the president of the federation told me this: Emil, and I'm going to say it in Romanian, du-te în pizda mătii in America. That's what he said, because it was, I was about a few weeks maybe 3 weeks from going. He knew I was moving. And he said, "Du-te în pizda, mă, din America odată. So go sooner to America, Emil." But he obviously cursed me of my mom's vagina, sent me back there. So hey, there was his level. I laughed and I said, "Well, that's very low of you, like always, but it's okay." He was happy I was leaving because I was not like them and I didn't put up with their shit. So that was one thing. The other thing was obviously some friends and family. This is beautiful. It's like a resort all around. It's full of little houses, and I love this little town. It's quiet, not many people like me, and as I said, city people. All right, so I left a few regrets over there, but overall I moved for the future and I knew I did not belong there under those conditions. So what did I do? Moved, and then I came back and I went back and I reconfirmed my great decision to leave. I left, as I said, with the regret of Kyokushin Karate. Maybe but if I would have gone further with that, then a lot of things, maybe it would have been harder for me to leave. I don't know. But I left. I was a young man, which was great. So, went to Romania. Went to Romania when? In late May today to solve some things. And I went for about a month and a half, but then it's been extended to almost 2 months. I solved what I had to solve, obviously, and I can tell you about this. I found the same culture there. The same culture. There were other things that were better, like the streets were better, more lights, more vegetation. There were some good developments as infrastructure, and not very intelligent made. For instance, the freeways, or they were very, you know, when let's say you're in mathematics or arithmetics and you have a problem to solve, you can tell how a person thinks to solve the issue. There's many ways to solve issues in life, but you ask Gigi, Mike and Tommy to solve an issue, and then you figure out how those people think according to how they solve the problem, and you realize, oh my God, this guy, went around and around and around. He was inefficient, was this and that. But another person, you say, look at this guy, was so methodical, so systematic. This guy is fast. This guy, the same. So when I saw how the freeways and highways were built over there, how you enter, you exit, like the Nazis built their first freeways, and then the Americans copied with the 1950s interstate project of Eisenhower, who copied Mr. What's his name? Speer, Albert Speer. I think he was the one who designed the Nazis' freeways, Albert Speer. So when he went over there, Eisenhower, as a general, to fight the good war, he was impressed, and when he became president, he kicked off the interstate highway project. Fantastic. So United States of America is very simple, very clear, like Americans, man. Pragmatic, and the easiest way, the fastest way. The Romanians are the police officer over there. I think it's the police department, I guess, somewhere. I see over there another police car. Oh, he's going up there. Oh, here is probably the police department here. All right, so it's very cramped. It's like scratching your head like this, all right, instead of using this arm or hand. That was the first one. The second one, I made a video a while ago, like this, a while ago, about baboons on a bicycle. They have malls built by others, designed by others and financed by others, and they are populated with Romanians. But don't expect them not to push you around, just to pass in front of you or cut you off or simply hit you while they're. Some of them say sorry, some of them say nothing, but nevertheless they haven't learned anything. The lines, like I will show you probably here, a line at I'm approaching the main street. This right here, this is the main street. It starts maybe 20 yards that way and it goes this way. So they don't have we have a live band here. There you go. All right. Woohoo! There you go. And here are all over the place. This is the main street. And obviously I'm not dressed properly, but who gives a shit? All right. I'm the bad guy here. I'm the ugly guy here. I'm the dirty guy here, unfortunately. So, if you look at the lines, how they form lines in Romania, they form the same way as they did when I left, which is all together right now over me. Right, that's how it is. They push themselves like they don't have the sense of, hey, this guy was first, second, third, and all that. This is direct experience. So people who might say, well, Emil, you're just beaching and so on. This is what I saw, my friends. I'm telling you what I saw. And when you see, let's say, 5 out of 6 examples like this, then you generalize. It's true that maybe one of the 6 times things were normal or civilized, but here is the other way around. Here is the other way around, is 5 times fantastic and 1 time, you know, discussable. In the evening, here people walk nicely dressed, not like me in my swimsuit or bathing suit or whatever you want to call this. So over there is Lake Pentwater. So we're gonna walk parallel. This goes, let me see, I think north to south. There's where the village is, on the other side of there. That's where the village is. Here is where the lake is, and it goes the lake over there. Now, there's a place here where you have the marina. And the marina now should have people bringing salmon. Here a place is a little park where they have in the evening, for instance, they have all kind of theaters. Sometimes they put make projectors with movies or bands singing, and that whatever that's called, I can't remember how that's called. Again, here is Pentwater, right? North, south, north is that, south, so on, and I am walking this way on this street right here. I hope you see it. All right, so look at this beautiful house on wheels. Both on the left and on the right will be restaurants with live music. In the evening, you can go over there and have a very good food, very good drinks, very good atmosphere. I've done it for a few times. Let me just let this so they don't feel that I am looking for getting them in the video. All right, that was one, the first experience that I had when I entered. These are some stores with all kind of little things. In Romania was at the entrance, port of entry in Bucharest. Don't ever go over there. I will never go to Bucharest, land in Bucharest again. I will land in Transylvania, as I have been doing for the past 20 years. And why? The same people, the same attitude. They know everything, and somehow they are in charge of you, which they're not. Behind me, that's the channel. So that's where we came from. And there's over there is the channel that gets the boats to Lake Michigan. And here behind me is going to be the Lake Pentwater, and over there it's a water tower. They have water over there. If there's any emergency, that's where the water through gravity fuels all the water hose, whatever emergency. So maybe you can see the channel better now behind me over there, and boats coming and coming. So right at the entrance, it was a guy who was just a guy. How should I put it? It was not a border patrol guy. He was just a guy who was directing people left and right. And I think I spoke about this, and I asked him a question, and he was a smart ass, and I told him it doesn't have to be like that. It was an intellectual question. I would like him to answer in the same manner. And if he wants me to turn into an asshole, I can turn into an asshole and become Romanian in an instant, which I hate. So that was my first, and it was right on the airport when we didn't even meet the border patrol guys. But that's the way it is. Now here is one of these restaurants with a live ammunition. Across the street is another one. We're gonna cross around that one. This is outside restaurant. Here it is, and it's the lake is right behind there. You can see it, and you stay here and have a fantastic time with friends, loved ones, people who give you back what you give them, and you know, friends basically, technically. Oh, and there's a Porsche. Yeah, there is the lake. You can hear the music, but I don't think it's live music at this time. That's another important restaurant, which is again with outside. Now here people sell produce. So this is the other restaurant. So I had to deal with a lot of officials in Romania, and some of them were decent, some of them were garbage. And you might say, well, Emil, that's everywhere. It is, but you know what's not the same? The proportion, my friends, the proportion, the quality, the quality. This is my direct experience. If someone feels embarrassed, why don't you change? All right? I'm not gonna change my values, which I know, my values of being honest and being polite and civilized and wait in line, wait for your turn. Don't push anybody, don't cut anybody else, don't be a smart ass and so on, just because you think you are in charge of someone else. These are just basics that here you have them. Now here is a cleaning station for salmon and other big fish. All right, I'm gonna show you civilization. You clean after yourself. Oh my God, yeah, all right. So here you come and you hang your fish right here on these little hooks. And you take pictures. You take pictures with the fish, and then you post it wherever. This is a for a special fish that you catch over there. Some of them are invasive species. Some of them have other attributes. Now here is the cleaning station. It's water with a hose, and the hose is right there in this case. You have sanitizer, full, I guarantee you that. And here you clean. See how clean it is over there? Here's where you cut, and then here's where you throw the garbage, the fish, whatever. It goes somewhere down there and it's gonna be sucked up. And this is where you use the hose to clean. Do you see anything over there dirty? That's the Americans cleaning. And there's not a cleaning woman or a cleaning man. Fish parts only, opa. But remember, this is just dirty because it's old. This is a squeegee, right here. You clean after yourselves, and nobody steals this one. You see, it's not tied by a rope or by a chain like in other areas. Why? Because some people might steal it. Pay attention, pay attention. And there's another hose right here. And this is the marina. So let's go here in a nice park. Why do I do this? People should learn and respect this. Oh, that's live band. Gong gong. Now this is the guys that came after me. This is the guys they come. This is the boat they use. Well, this is the guys that are coming and woo woo. See that blue thing over there? The how do you call that? On top of the throb. I can't remember. That blue one, and they come woo 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 with that one and choo 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 choo. They come and say, hey, what the are you doing? You're too far. Are you okay? Hypothermia? You're good? Again, because they get called by some people who are too concerned with my well-being. And he checks on me and he can't let me be. He can't let me be over there. He said, I have to be here with you until you get back to shore. I can't take you out, like send you. I can't order you out. Now, these are for tools for these guys, marina, you pay for it. And here is, leave a few tools or whatever you have in order to get it when you go on the fishing boats. You can rent some of these charter boats. Some of them are for rent, and you go fishing. You pay, I don't know exactly how much, probably here. You pay and they take you on Lake Michigan, and you go over there nicely and you fish salmon. Obviously, you were gonna catch salmon, and oh my God, what do we have here? Oh, they're all empty. Beer, where is it? Right there. All right, and here again, boats, beautiful. This is a little park, civilized. Do you see anything on the grass? I'm talking about paper or shit or anything. Do you see anything? Hey, do you see anything? No, you don't see anything. No, you don't see anything. Only grass. Why?
I only keep 1 week at a time in my home.
Yeah, people clean probably in the evening, but right now is late afternoon, so nobody is here to clean anything. It's just basic minimum civilization. Right, here is the band, old people, and here is the lake, Lake Pentwater, and that's where you go that side and you go into Lake Michigan. Don, don, don. Music the marina. A hotel. Meow, wow. I don't know the song, but I knew it would come like that. But it's very easy. Music goes up and down. Hey, old man, old people, good. Not that I'm young, but they're older. Another of my friends here. Coast Guard 2. He's listening to the music over there, sitting down with a beer. This is America. This is a different life, my friends. But you have to preserve this. Do you see anybody like me over there? No? No, that's why it's clean. So I have to all right, so this is the corner. This is the main street over there that I was walking down, and here it takes a 90 degrees towards east, and this gets you to the freeway right there. So this is the main street. Oh, it's gonna burn my feet. God damn it. Woo-hoo. But ninja, you're ninja! Oh my God, I have to behave, remember? So like that. Hot, 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 hot. All right, so now we're gonna go through on the other side of the street. So I came that street down here, and I'm gonna go this way. And this is the marina with, they repair boats over there, rent boats, kayaks here, and you can rent over there boats and drop your boat over there and over here. Everything civilized, disciplined, organized. And then, obviously there are some rules. I think the wind is strong here, but doesn't really matter. What do you have here? Oh. Enough said, right? Enough said. You don't see anything parked on the sidewalk, do you? Well, if you go on one of my videos, I talked about a boulevard in Romania, Lascar Catargiu, Boulevard Lascar Catargiu, from Piazza Victoriei towards Piazza Romana in Bucharest. They had metal post, pam, 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 and here before you get into this, again, pam, 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 so you can't enter with a car and park it on the sidewalk. They civilized Romanians. Instead of having a corrupted police department, they would, oh, Hokusai right here, you see that? It's part of the most famous Japanese painter, Hokusai, who was painting Mount Fuji. You can see Mount Fuji over there, and there's the wave, and there's a little boat over there. Very famous painting. Good job, man. Good job. But if you don't know this shit, you can't appreciate them. Here's the water. Look at this guy. The water tower. This is the first thing I remember when I landed in the United States of America. When I was landing and I was descending, I was like, what are those things? I mean, I knew from Romania, but there were so many. And then that was the first impression of United States of America, the water towers and trees and private houses. So on Laskar Katargiu Boulevard, the Romanians placed all along the watchtower, right, the pang, 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 metal bars, so the cars cannot come and park over the sidewalk. And whenever there was a house or something where it was a little road, they did it like this. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then I realized, they civilized the Romanians. And that reminded me how the Americans civilized me, or the Romanians. Here is the outside little restaurant. They civilized me when I went to the US Embassy. And when you go to the US Embassy, you have bars on your left and on your right, so you don't create Romanian lines, you know, everybody on top of everybody. But I felt insulted. I said, why do they put these bars like cattle? You know how you direct cattle in the ranch? Oh, the guy's back. The guy with his... There you go. All right. Must be Romanian. So I was very embarrassed, not embarrassed, insulted. I said, what is going on with these guys? But then I realized when I got there who I was rubbing shoulders in line with. So I said, yeah, I'm put on in the same group. They've seen much more like them than like me. Therefore, they made a rule for them. And I said, well, sorry if some of these guys will feel insulted, not being like the rest of these guys. We have to protect our civilization and our order and discipline. The same in Laskar Katargiu's Boulevard. So instead of having a police officer being over there and issuing every day big fines, right? Fines. And after you do that, make sure that those guys cannot bribe anybody and will pay those fines. And then I guarantee in 1 month, only an idiot will park over there. So you solve the problem, but you have to be not corrupt and do your job. Hello. So you have to do your job, unlike, you know, just putting those things. But the Romanians solve it in a primitive way, like the Americans solved us at the embassy. Primitive way, because they dealt with. Oh yeah, this is the village. That way, on the other side is the lake. And here people, civilized people, decent people, calm. Hi. I remember when the husband is there. Oops. Well, if she was nice, I was nice. Half naked or something. Anyway, a lot of things I saw in Romania that I would say need to be changed if that society, yeah, it has wit, it has intelligence, it doesn't have discipline, it doesn't have order, and they all think they know everything. Sounds familiar? We all think we know everything better than anybody else, but when it's about working, we tell everybody else to work. So we tell all of us how to work. And people who might think, hey, you know what, Emil, this is not the way it is, blah, 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 blah. You know what, that's your direct experience with that. My direct experience for 2 months was this. And I'm overwhelmingly generalizing. That's a Tesla truck over there. I'm generalizing because, as I said, the evidence to support my assessment are overwhelming, or that's what it is. Do you like it? I don't. Well, hey, don't like it, don't buy it. Correct? Correct. Here is a ice cream parlor. And I don't know, I was saying something before that, but nevertheless. People are, when I first came to the States of America, I used to sit at the mall and sit down and look at people's faces. And I used to be with some English friends, not only, they were not the only English. It was English, it was Scott, it was an Irish guy. And I was sitting, I don't know, dozens of minutes looking around. Not in that way. All right, this is a candy shop, 50 cents, right? Welcome to the candy shop. Okay, so I was sitting down and I was looking, and one observation was this: how calm these people are, how relaxed. Then that was in New York City area, and then unbelievable in New York City. And then I went to Chicago, and Chicago the same way. While I was on the Navy Pier and I was looking at people with skateboards or jogging along Lake Michigan or going with rollerblading and so on. The same thing, I remember I was sitting with my friend Jay, I'm not going to say more than that, an English guy, Britannia, we are the civilizers of the world. This is what he said, and he called me hairy, sweaty Romanian, which is true. I'm sweaty and I'm hairy. So, what am I supposed to say? So he said, used to sit with me, and I used to point to him, say, look at these guys, how calm they are. Look how relaxed they are. And he said, I've never noticed this about these guys. And the same here. People are more relaxed. People are more not like primitive, all right? Not primitive. I don't know, but at least you don't need extra. You don't need extra. Look at this thing, how nicely. This is a church. I guess you can sit over there. May peace prevail on earth. I wonder what is their take on Israel and Gaza. I can only guess. But hey, let peace prevail on earth. Worship on the green, 9:30 Sunday, everyone welcome. Okay, beautiful, but the same. Look at this. Look how this lawn is. Look how beautiful it is. If they don't harm anybody, don't harm anybody. Here. Pentwater Village Hall. That's what it is. That's all. Village Hall. Another parlor over there, ice cream. And here is another. Everywhere are houses for rent. Cute, clean. It depends on how much money you make. But look at this. Planned happiness. Look at this. And if you go that way, you go north Michigan, and if you go this way, this street, which I'm going to take right now, I'm going to go back to the camping, to the RV camping, camp, however you call it. This is the main street right there. That we went that way, and we came this way. We're going to go 90 degrees this way. Well, this is the street that goes. Where is the? Again, I'm on these burning things. I'm like a little bit of tap dance. Okay. And this usually when, that's why this is on Sunday late afternoon, people are not around anymore, they left. This on both sides, there are cars parked on both sides. You are allowed to park on, it's not like on a sidewalk or something. All that, but now you see how many empty spaces are over there? Oops, little rocks. Maybe I should go on the other side, because here is where the sun goes, and this sidewalk is gonna be hot for my delicate Chinese feet. You know, why I said that? You know, they had that custom of wrapping the Chinese and the Japanese women's feet, because that seems they thought it was sexually arousing and delicate, and they were crippling their women. That's why when they were at war, the women could not run, so they were all slashed and fucked, or maybe fucked first and then slashed. But anyway, apprehended, because they couldn't run, especially with those, I can't remember how you call those, I step in a shit? I'm talking about dog shit. So they were able to apprehend. So nevertheless, let's go to Romania. A lot of people know shit, and they think they know shit, and they think they're in charge of you. This is a common theme over there. And you can't, before you have a conversation, you can't be pragmatic. Say, okay, I would like to take left here to reach, I don't know, the, whatever, Ateneu Român. They will start giving all kind of things, like, can you just answer the question? And I have to tell you this, I see myself in my life doing the same thing, coming from the same culture. And now I'm thinking, how freaking annoying I must have been. Not that I'm not right now, but I don't think I'm as annoying as I used to, having the same know-it-all trait. And I can't apologize more to people who really dealt with me when I was like that, more than I'm right now. I still have reminiscence of that nowadays, and I sometimes see myself acting like that, and I'm I don't want to say I'm hating myself, but I definitely dislike being like that. Why? It's just, again, I'm going to use the same word, primitive. Primitive. Right, I'm going to take on grass a little bit. So my friends, what else in Romania? I met some good people. I mean, I can't deny that. I met some people who, you know, I would say were decent and normal. They were always there. It was not like, you know. But then I can't tell you when I dealt with people in stores buying things, again, different than here, let's put it this way, different in a negative way. Oh, what would you have over there? Trump, 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 ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, so here another little houses for rent. So very short, not short, but rude. When you buy something from them and you'd rather not buy and try to boycott them or punish them by not buying. Overall, I love this country. I love Romania too as a country. What I don't like is people who destroy it, and there are too many. Too many. What needs to be done over there? A change of culture. And could be done in only two ways. Only two ways, I think. One, through primitive ways. Both of them are through primitive ways. I mean, one is through an intelligent way, but to get that intelligent way, you have to gain control. And in Romania, you see how democracy works. You see when I have Ciolacu, the prime minister, and others, and they used to have the same people in charge, the same quality or lack of people. You understand how democracy works in Romania. Romania needs I would say, a military dictatorship for about one generation. And in that one generation, I'm not talking about military dictatorship in a way that, you know, kill people or make them disappear or something like this. No, but you write the curriculum, you make sure that the mass media doesn't take a shit on your culture, on your nation, on your history. You make sure that the teachers are vetted in such a way to promote Romanians or Romania and not anything else. Basically Romania first. And the same with, you have to rewire a society through an intelligent way of rewiring them through propaganda, through school, starting with the children, and create a different culture. A culture that doesn't think that shirking your responsibility or avoiding responsibility is a quality and you're smart, things that here seem to become more prevalent, and that's why these guys are screwing up their own country. People who will love to work and be honest and fair. Fair meaning if you worked, you deserve that or that, whatever you discussed beforehand, and you should be paid. But if you didn't work, nobody owes you shit. Maybe a kick in the butt. So that's why I'm talking about. I know I'm talking about idealistic things, even if I'm talking about military dictatorship, let's put it this way. Because once you are a dictator, how are you going to relinquish, give back your power? That's why I say, well, after what? After a generation, Emil, you think that the dictators, the military dictatorship will just go back into their military bases and they will just be hands off, like let's say in Turkey or in Pakistan? No, but maybe because in those 30 years, that's a generation, 30 years, you were able to form a generation of children, teenagers, and young adults that will value certain things that the assholes in the society will be opposed in a more numerous way. Therefore, maybe it's going to be a natural development in the culture after you teach them, after you condition them. After you condition them, they will know no other way. And you make sure that you still keep an eye on the invisible hand of democracy and freedom. That's my assessment of Romania. Where you want democracy, see this kind of democracy, how it worked so far, and see who's in charge, and see what they did, and look at who's occupying Romania at this time. Look what kind of garbage children learn in school, and look what kind of values are promoted and appreciated in that country. Those are serfdom values, if you want. We used to call them defects, but nowadays they are called, te descurci, te orientezi, you're sneaky, you're smart. Now here, this is the RV camping, and you can also use your tents over here. Very nice from here. You're immediately on the beach over there. And as I'm gonna go here, where's the parking lot, and then we're gonna end up exactly where we started, in this little parking lot. And that building over there, that's where I started, and that's Lake Michigan. So in the meantime, here is the RV, I can't remember how it's called, RV camp, something like this, and camping. You got over there the rings, where you make fire in the sky, right? Deep purple, smoke on the water. Beautiful area, beautiful. I feel here like I am in the so-called paradise without begging for forgiveness or having to tell or sing all kind of things to someone who supposedly, which I don't think would, love our singing. So here's the parking lot. Now how do you go in this parking lot? You pay, if you want, $10 per year, and you go in every state park. This is a state park, Pentwater State Park. And you come here and you just, they put it on the back of your license plate. I think they put a P, little P, and that means that you paid when they give you the license, the little registration, little sticker. It's a P on it, and it tells you that this guy paid for it. Therefore, you don't pay for the entire year. Otherwise, I don't know how much it is, because I have that P on my car. You see that little sticker over there? On that one should be a P, if he paid for that. So this is, we get to the beach, and here are the toilets, little store with some refreshments, and it says that you are danger, do not swim today, because it's the wind blows 3 miles per hour, and the brave should not. But this is a suggestion. So this is the toilets, this is the little store, this is the where it was. So it says here the air temperature 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you have this is on the water temperature. This is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And it says here water access closed. So you can't access that because, you know, if you look at the little flag over there, that's exactly it. So you can't access the water because it's danger, you might die, and the government protects you. Well, this is not America. Not America. Don't confuse being protected by government or ran by government and infringe your freedoms and liberties to, if you want to do certain things that will maybe hurt you here and there, you should be allowed to do that. But somehow you're not. So my friends, I'm gonna let you with this view of, let me step on this. All right. Beautiful day, just came for the day, and I like doing this once in a while. That's north, that's what I like. North, far away from people, you know. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.